Hi everyone, welcome to another episode at Delph Junction. Now, the last episode ended on a bit of a funny note, and while I'm the one sat up here on the naughty step as usual, I think it might be somebody else that's actually due to be on the naughty step. Aren't you, Rob?
Nope.
He's over there, so don't worry, I'm kind of looking. The camera's there and he's over there. But because of that, obviously, we're still waiting for the paints. But we have managed to finish the inclines and the side walls here. So
Viaduct.
Viaduct?
Proper name for it.
Oh, I thought these were just walls, but I didn't realise. I thought viaduct was over water.
No, viaduct can be over anything.
Oh, okay. Lesson learned, guys. So anyway, the outer loop. Is that right? Have we got it right?
I'm impressed.
The outer loop is now completely finished, ready for the weathering and ballasting. That little piece here that was giving us a bit of jip, that's now sorted. The line is all running absolutely fine. So this episode is me doing a few little bits before the paint arrives. So I'm going to be looking at doing the, in the actual tracks. I've gone blank today. I've gone out the sleepers.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't need prompting sometimes.
I'm just tired after this long week, aren't I? So yeah, I'm going to be looking, as you notice here, there's a gap here. So I'm going to be using pieces that we've kept. Jason and Barnabas, you were one that said to us, just keep them. You know, as we're cutting away bits of track, keep them and then tidy it up. So in one sense, this needs to be done before anything. So I'm going to be getting on with that. We're going to try and do maybe a little bit of scenics up at the church. Not sure yet. We haven't got static grass machine yet. So it's kind of a higgledy-piggledy episode until the paint arrives.
Disorganised as usual.
Disorganised chaos. That's the word for it. Disorganised chaos.
No, the actual phrase is organised chaos. Because if it was disorganised, it'd be chaos anyway. So what you're saying is disorganised.
Yeah.
So
Gracie's.
Organised chaos.
Well, anyway, guys, organised chaos. We're going to get on with the episode and I'll see you later on. Bye for now. Okay, guys, so as we're looking at here, this bit of track is completely missing any kind of sleepers. I'm just going to zoom it, not out, zoom in a bit so you guys can see. So what I've got here is a few bits that we've just literally kept. Again, Jason and a few others have said just keep them as you're doing them. Now, if you can see, we're probably missing about 3. I've lined them up. I think the 4's too much. So I would suggest if you do have your bigger chunks, just try and cut them all together. Otherwise, you know, it's even fiddlier when it doesn't need to be. So I'm actually just using the track cutters just to cut in. And obviously, even if these are a slightly different style, it doesn't matter because, you know, they're going to be weathered anyway. So at least here you guys can see it literally just slips in under the bar and it's there. So as I said, there is a slight difference between them. However, once they're weathered up and ballast, they should look a bit more similar. But again, does it look to the more realistic look? Because at the end of the day, people are going to have the sleepers replace people. They're going to replace sleepers anyway as they degrade and need new ones. So in one sense, being different, is that a bad thing? So that's just a quick bit there. I am just going to head to another section because it's literally higgledy-piggledy where it is and carry on. Okay guys, so like we said, today's episode is just a mix of everything. So I've come off my naughty step, away from the layout as such, and we're looking at the church and the electrical wiring. So those of you who may have seen the lives saw us actually building this from the start to the finish. The stained glass windows that we got as an extra. So she's going to be like up inside as well. When I first bought the church itself, Rob found these for me.
No, 2 seconds. Let me try and zoom in.
Focus store.
They're tiny, so let me try and zoom in. Your hand's in the way.
I didn't know if that would help.
They're not focusing very well, but what Grace has moved, and just as I was going to try and focus on them. What they are is tiny little spotlights, and the head itself can swivel. That sounds rude. You can actually angle the head itself. The only issue with these that I've got against them, I'll show you that one, is the wires are tiny, so they are going to be a nightmare to solder. Maybe we should get Timber over to do the soldering for it.
Yeah, so I definitely think anyway, with especially this little thin wiring, Rob might be making up for his mistake, and in future I am going to supervise, aren't I, dear?
I'm not ordering bloody anything anymore. I'm not going to order a banana.
No, you end up with a pear.
Probably.
So guys, we're going to crack on with this. What it is we need to figure out where we're going to place these spotlights.
No. Grace is going to tell me where she wants the holes for the spotlights. I am not going to figure anything out because I'm not getting the blooming blame again.
We do have 5 to play with. Not sure we're going to use them all, but we do want to make sure it's lit up. Obviously, being the 80s era, it won't be super bright.
Just make your blooming marks where you want them.
But we don't want that, so...
You tell me where you want them.
I'll tell you where I want them. Well, I'll tell you what I want, what I really want.
Oh, yeah. You don't want it pointing at windows as such, really.
No, I was thinking here, so
That's too far. It won't light up anything.
I'll just put it at a fold, something like there.
Right, put a mark then.
Sure. So, like you can see, I've just been able to move the...
You just put a cross on them just so I can see. Next.
So, that one's going to be there.
Next.
I don't know if we need one here because it's where your entrance is. I'm thinking maybe one there and then one there.
Well, your church is going to be there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Your church. Duh. Your path. You need one the other side, I think.
Yeah, I definitely think that is. Sorry, guys. Because of light, we're kind of mixing around where we are. So a slight move around. Obviously that one, you've already... I'm thinking, how far away was it?
I don't know.
Can't see my little legs now.
Bit closer. That'll do.
So again, roughly here, so it gets that backside as such.
Pardon the pun.
Oh, I'm doing these deliberately now because I know our viewers like them, so...
Yeah, you and your bloomin' strap-on.
Yeah, but I re-watching the video myself.
She's stuttering.
Stuttering. There was something I said in it before, right, and then go to that, and it just...
I think maybe we have 2 on the lich gate, one either side.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but we haven't decided our path yet. So I think those 2, I'm not sure if we're going to wire today, guys, because I've still not created any of the scenery here.
If you do that, we can just...
Yeah, but we've got the building, haven't we, down below?
Yeah, but we'll sort that one.
Oh, okay. Well, we can put a little tiny hole. Isn't going to make a big difference, is it?
No. This is the thing about Grace. You have to tell her to do things 5 times.
Yeah, it doesn't go in otherwise.
Or tell her not to do things 5 times. Make sure they're the same sort of distance, obviously.
It's about there. I'm using the capping stones to...
Yeah. Because we're just making the holes for these. We're not going to fix them in place. And where did I put the drill? Where did he put the drill?
Beside me.
Beside you. So if you grab the drill.
2 secs, I'm just finishing.
That's too far away.
So we're gonna do that one probably about here, guys.
Not that we can see it because your hand's in the way.
No, my hand's in my way. So again, we don't need all 5 on the church, I think. as I said, in the 80s it wasn't as well lit, was it? So that is our setup, and then our
Back
drill.
in my day. Yeah, so with the drill, it might seem a little bit overkill on the drill bit, but the drill bit is narrower. Where's the blooming camera? You can't focus on it. It's narrower than the base on these. So we're putting the drill through, pull these through. I really can't focus on them for some reason.
That's because they're so tiny.
Yeah, there we go. So the base there, not the pin, the base. Get your pencil out of the way. As long as it's narrower than that, it'll stay in place. And obviously, when we start to do the scenery, then it'll be fixed in place.
Yeah, with grass and things, isn't it?
So we'll crack on with that. Right, so we're trying to get these in here, and as you can see, these wires are so tiny.
I can't even barely see him on the video, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see it. If you guys look behind his hand, you can kind of see it there.
What I would, because we're only just deciding where they're going, we're not actually going to fix them in place yet. When it comes to actually doing it, what I would suggest is get them soldered up before trying to fix them in place. Have we got a wire here? There we go. So yeah, it's basically pulling them through. My fat fingers are in the way.
No, I can't see it all with your fingers.
And they'll be fixed in place, obviously. And like we said, the heads do swivel. I have tested one of these, and there is a decent light that comes off them. I think I got these off a certain well-known Chinese website that takes 4 to 6 weeks to deliver, and I think they're about £6, probably about £8 with the postage for the 5 of them. You don't have to go expensive. I've seen some expensive ones on various websites. I took the risk with these. The one thing about this certain Chinese website is that if you do have issues, I'm sure everybody's... No, I'm not going to advertise it, but if you do have issues, they are very, very quick to give you a refund. Or they offer to send some more out. Clean the hole up. Yeah, don't twist that. It wasn't rude at all.
You twisted mine.
Yeah, but you said strap on. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking now, because you'll twist what I'm thinking.
I always twist what you're thinking like you do me.
Yeah, well, I'll come out with it. All I was going to say was I can't get it in.
Sounds like a you problem.
I'm just waiting for the likes of Jerry or Pete to comment on it.
Andy, yeah, there's a couple that... You guys, I hope you're sniggering there at your desk or telly or phone, wherever you're watching it from.
Nope, seriously can't get it in.
Ah.
This is fiddly as anything, but I think it'll be worth it. Maybe. Can you see the wire at the back? No, you can't.
There's a wooden block.
There's a wooden block in the way.
Guys, do you think I have any chance of seeing it out the back? Because I certainly don't.
And there you go. It's literally that simple. But yeah, solder them up. Maybe what I'm going to do as well when it comes to actually fixing them in place is I'm going to cheat and I'm going to solder the 2 wires together to push it through. But yeah, they'll put a dull light. I think, if I remember right, it was a yellow light.
Yeah, it wasn't a bright, it was a nice dimmed.
But yeah, once they're in place, all the wire, underneath of it, I'll have to do some covering up or something. But I think we'll be covering the leading edge anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you've got that. I'm not going to do the other one because they are a pain in the bum. I'll just grab this. Nope. So we've got 1, 2 in there. We've got another one to go in there. And our Lynchgate, whatever you want to blooming call it.
Lichgate.
I like calling it Lynchgate.
Oh, she tell me from saying my words wrong.
Yeah.
It's Lichgate.
So the Lynchgate. The Lynchgate will be lit up as well. And they'll all be running off the same wiring loom bus as the church itself. So if I do want it dimmer, if it is too bright, especially with all the LEDs inside, we've got the option of the buck converter and resistors, and we can check on the resistors with that wonderful piece of kit that Daniel sent me, because there's already resistors here included with the packaging for the spotlights. But yeah, I think we'll wind this episode up. Sorry it's been a weird one.
And a shorter one than usual.
But that's purely down to this idiot behind the camera ordering the wrong paint. Otherwise we could have been doing a little bit of a tutorial. So, say goodbye, Grace.
Bye, everyone. We will hopefully release another episode later in the week once the paints arrive. And for now, we're not actually sure what we've got to do in the meantime.
I said say goodbye, Grace. Say goodbye, Grace. You're supposed to say goodbye, Grace. Yeah, there you go.
Goodbye, Grace.
Take care, peeps.
Bye, everyone. Take care.